Hey, good evening, guys. I know it's a little bit late, but I was about to head to bed. I head back to the bus where the Unify guys are, and I came across a gentleman here who was a whistleblower who's cost billions of dollars for the big oil company. So I asked if he'd like to tell you guys a little bit about what he did, why he did it, and who he is, and he said he'd love to. So I'm going to flip the camera around and introduce you to John, and I'm going to... John, pronounce your last name and first name for me.
John Bolenbaugh, from Kalamazoo, Michigan, and there was an oil spill in my backyard. I actually worked for oil companies, but I was also a victim of the largest spilling in United States history, and I just I was devastated. Killed 40 miles of fish, killed thousands of animals, and I thought that was normal when there's an oil spill, but I didn't realize they were going to lie and say that 36 geese died and that was it. And so I noticed that they were burying oil and they were covering it up and planting grass over it, and so I couldn't sleep at night, and I went to the EPA. They didn't do anything. I went to the press. I was undercover for a little while for Channel 2 News from Detroit and gathering footage, and then I couldn't take it anymore, so I went to the head of Enbridge on a work site that they just cleared, and I said, "You're lying to everybody, and I'm not going to allow you to do it anymore. I'm going back to the EPA tomorrow. I'm going back to the news," and next morning I was fired. They tried to say that I was a disgruntled worker. I proved that they were lying, and as a result of my whistleblowing, they had to re-dig up, which costed them about $600 million. Then there was more lawsuits, bad publicity around the country. They had to spend at least $100 million in, their own advertising just to make themselves look better, because my videos were making them look so bad. They've actually had to redo impact statements in Canada because of my videos. Countries have pulled out of tar sands because of my videos, I've been told. So I think I have made a difference, but I'm just one man, just started out being a nobody and just doing the right thing, and for 2 years straight all I did is walked up and down a river digging holes looking for oil, freezing my butt off, and it paid off because they had to reclean it.
So John, can I ask you a couple of questions?
Sure.
How's your life changed since you decided to stand up against such a big corporate giant such as the oil companies?
Me and my family live in fear. I mean, I kind of put it in the back of my head, I don't really care. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die. God's been protecting me so far, but I've been hit over the head, I've been beat up, and it takes a lot to beat me up, but I had 4 or 5 guys, do their thing on me. But I had my tire slashed, my brakes cut, I had the wheels, my motorcycle wheel, the bolts were taken out. It could have been 2 months before I testified, but we noticed it 2 weeks before we testified under oath that they were gone. And they were trying to make it look like an accident, and which would have been perfect, get in a car or motorcycle accident, die, don't testify. The thing is, now that I've testified, that court record is a part of history. My videos now are a part of history because of the lawsuit, and I could die tomorrow and it doesn't matter because anybody can use my videos and anybody can use what happened in court, and the oil company can't sue them because it's part of court record.
That's amazing. Now, there's about 1,000 people watching right now.
Wow. Why can't hey, I got like 20 watching when I do it.
So can I, of these 1,000 people watching, what would you like them to all do right now with this live stream?
Go to Dapple Lies, D-A-P-L, add lies to it, L-I-E-S, so you're going to have 2 L's.com. And just watch the video. There's a video at the top. You can check the whole website out. There's all the press releases where I've been on C-SPAN. I've been all over the country. Mother Jones, 20 million people read an article about me. They wrote an ebook about what I went through and the court case and stuff. So the word has got out some, but it's just like it comes and goes. And so right now I got friends here that have said they're going to help get exposure, get the word out, help me get the documentary done. And I have been looking for editors. I think I found a few now. But they can go to dapplelies.com and push the donate button, donate $5. If I can get out of those 1,000 people, if every 5th person donates $5, that will help.
Okay, would you like them to share this live stream now so some more people can see it? Because if 1,000 people can share this.
Yeah, if all of you would share, and then when you go to dapplelies.com, share that video. Please, please, if you share, if everybody shares. The thing is, this video is it's ammunition against the oil companies. I have 5 police officers in there. One's the sheriff, one's the county commissioner. The county commissioner's in there also, but then I have local state police. I have regular police officers that basically back me up, saying that what I did was honest. I told the truth. They had to re-clean it up. People got sick. The police officer's even saying he was sick. One police officer saying that he was told to cover up oil. And I said, so they told you to cover it up instead of clean it up? And he said, yes. You know, so they're coming out. And hopefully these DAPL workers will see this video. If you know a DAPL worker, if you know a police officer in Morton County, or if from another state, and you know that you have a friend or a family member that is being sent out here, basically they're harassing and causing violence on non-violent protesters. And I say protesters accidentally because it's water protectors. I'm learning that. But I'm a water protector. I've been protecting water for 6 years. When I saw the oil spill, I knew immediately that's what God wanted me to do, to protect water. I can't drive by water now without thinking about if it's clean or not. It's an obsession, but it's a good obsession. It's saving the world.
Thank you, Ruby, for posting dapplelies.com in the stream there. Thanks, guys, for saying you're sharing it. That's amazing. Now, I am also lucky enough to... We're talking about some of the things that DAPL workers do and some of the threats. I'm actually sat here with someone else who I think would be happy to speak as well a little bit about it. What's your name, my friend?
My name is Rod Weber, and I've been here at Standing Rock for about a month. First thing I want to show you here, I don't know if we can do this, is a photograph. That's my head cracked open. This happened about a week and a half ago, and that was by DAPL workers. As we know, is the Dakota Access Pipeline. And what had happened, I was up on Highway 6. I missed the caravan for the direct action that day. And so I went to the site of the previous day to see if maybe that's where folks had gone. And since I'm a documentarian and I'm helping out John here, I've done some edits to the movie, and we're trying to get some things together, smooth it out. I decided I wanted to get a couple close-up shots, some style shots, and that was a mistake. Going alone near any of these guys is a dangerous proposition. White truck pulled up. They said, "You're over the line." I'm like, "No, I'm not over the line." And what they did, they pulled out a camera to try to force me onto their own property and incriminate me. And I said, "No, that's not going to happen." And so, "Ah, screw it." They tackled me, put me in the dirt, hog-tied me, and I laid in the dirt for about 45 minutes until a sheriff showed up. The sheriff had a DAPL badge with his name on it, Chad Kaiser. He's the sheriff from Jamestown, North Dakota. So it's not that they're working together, they're the same people. And this is what we're up against here. That's, to me, that is fascism. In fact, I don't want to get too deep into political theory, but it's inverted fascism, where you've got the corporation above the government. In traditional fascism, you've got a charismatic leader like Adolf Hitler, or someone, with the gestures. I don't want to get into Donald Trump or anything, but well, you know what I'm saying. They're beholden to their corporate masters. And I think the great thing that that John has done as a whistleblower is he's an expert, not only just on the guys beating him up like they have with me. He's told me so many things about the process, the tar sands. The reason it's so dangerous is it's like peanut butter, and in order to get it through the pipe, you got to fill it through chemicals. Which, John, I think you can tell us some of those chemicals. If we go back to John here.
Some of the chemicals that are in the tar sand? Yeah, we'd love to hear about that. What are they, John?
Benzene, toluene, hydrogen sulfide.
Benzene,
methane.
Isn't that cancerous?
We have 7 kids with leukemia in our local school system. Those are just the ones I know about. My kidneys messed up. My daughter was born with a deformity. My uncle died. My dog died. My cat's got a big tumor on its face. That's just my town. I mean, in my home. There's hundreds of people that got sick, and so I've interviewed probably 150 people, and I have several hundred to interview, and it's going to take me another year to interview a lot of these people. But the reason why that I'm so upset about these new pipelines is because they're all for They're for foreign cars. It's not for your car. It's not for my car. It's all foreign because we export more oil than we actually use. And the pipelines always leak. Every single day they leak. Doesn't matter if it's brand new or not. And they'll never actually have an alarm go off unless there's more than 1.5% loss in pressure. So you could have 5 gallons here, 20 gallons here, 100 gallons here leak every single day, and nobody will ever know about it. And it slowly poisons you, your fish, the deer, your kids. And so I'm just trying to do something about it. And I've learned this is what's really scary. They want oil spills. And this is why. If they close a pipeline down, and each day they lose between 5 million and 10 million a day, depending on how big a pipeline. What happens, let's say Michigan, for example, they knew the pipe was bad for 5 years, it had cracks in it. If they shut it down to fix it, they lose $8 million a day. It might take 60 days to fix, so they lose a couple $100 million. So what they do is they just wait and get extensions and don't fix it until there is a spill. And then the insurance company hires them to clean up their own mess. They actually own the cleanup companies, own the cleanup materials. They buy all the land in the local area for less than what it's worth and make money on it. Sometimes, like in Michigan, they put the workers in these houses and the workers paid rent. So now the corporation, the oil company, is not paying to have these people in hotel rooms. They raise the gas prices. It's very profitable for them to have oil spills.
Wow. Well, you mentioned something about needing to interview people. If you need a hand with that, I'd like to talk to you about that after the live feed and maybe offer you some help with the interviews if that's something you're interested in. Guys, if you're just joining, I see someone said 704 people have shared this so far. We've got 1,400 people. Who's the half that haven't? But that's amazing. That's amazing. But hey, these guys are looking to go to bed. They've been working hard. How long have you been up here at Standing Rock at Ocheti Sakowin camp?
I came up here for 4 days and I went back home. And I cried on the way home and made a live video, and I got about 700,000 views, and so people saw it, and I got a lot of comments saying, John, you got to go back. I was asked to come out here the first time. They said they need your expertise, they need your advice. Myron Dewey tonight came up to me asking me for advice on the pipeline, what my opinion is of certain things. I'm just trying to do anything I can to help out. I came back with my wife, we got married, and 2 days later we came out here and had our honeymoon, and she got homesick. So 4 days later she went home with the kids, and I've been here for 3 weeks now, and I don't know when I'm going to go home.
Well, I thank you for being here. This feed, I'm just reading. I can't keep up with everyone that's commenting, and I apologize, but I have seen people that have said they've lost their brother from tar sands through cancer, people who've got kids with leukemia. To everyone who is suffering right now with that and is suffering from the effects of that, we send you our heartfelt sympathy with that. I'm really sorry to hear that. John, thanks for donating. I'm seeing some people donating $5 to the site.
Thank you very much.
And what's
we've had over
DappleLies.com.
So for everyone joining right now, if you can go to DappleLies.com, if you can share it to your Facebook wall as well and share this live feed, that would be amazing. And really, thank you. Over 1,000 comments on this is amazing, guys. Thank you so much.
There's one thing. The woman who Susie is her name. I feel as if we stand with Standing Rock, you got to stand with Susie. Look this one up. I'm going to try to find it. You know that there's the woman who got her arm hurt very badly.
Sophia.
Right, and Sophia has had a lot of money raised for it. But so much more important, a native woman who got her eye shot out.
Absolutely.
And before this afternoon, she had maybe raised only a couple $100. We did a live stream, and I want everyone else to know about this live stream here. I'm trying to find the link for it.
No problem. Actually, just so you know, I did a live stream earlier on the hill.
Great.
I can tell you that's now at $22,000 in that and her name is Vanessa.
Vanessa. She goes by Susie. Yeah.
Susie. Yes.
I do want to add. So the other day, Sunday, we found out through live stream about the bridge and what was going on there. So me and Rod, we jump in the vehicle, we head there, I give him one camera, I take the other camera, and we just left and right, and we get up to the barbed wire, and it's just astonishing what's going on. Our corrupt police department is actually illegally shooting people with rubber bullets that are just standing there peacefully praying. We have the evidence. We have the video evidence. Macing them, shooting me with water cannons. I'm the press. You know, I'm trying to sit there and just document what's going on. I don't have a weapon, and I'm being 20-degree weather being shot with water. Both of us were out there for hours, freezing, but we gathered footage that can put police officers in prison. And Morton County Sheriff was not reelected. And I just want you to know, if you're a police officer for Morton County, you need to turn him in, and you need to actually, you don't have to turn your badge in, but do the right thing and report all the illegal activities that's been going on, because I promise you, I'm making a website with all your faces on it, and the world will see. Your kids and your grandkids will see your face, and will see everything that happened here. And you're going to now be tied to this injustice that happened to humanity. I promise you that.
Can I share with you what I say to the officers when I get a chance?
What do you say?
I tell them, you know, you've got two choices. You can choose which side you're on. And, you know, in years to come, when you have your grandchild sat on your knee and they're not able to drink the clean water anymore, and they ask you, Granddad, what happened? What were you doing when that was going on? Do you want to be able to tell them you did every single thing you could to protect it for them? Or do you want to be telling them that you were actually attacking the innocent, prayerful, peaceful water protectors who were trying to prevent this from happening? What's the story you want to tell your grandkids?
Exactly. And I didn't have kids at the time, and I wanted to protect all of the kids out there. But, man, God blessed me with two little baby girls, and now I'm fighting for them. I'm fighting for their kids.
Absolutely. Well,
did you find that website?
Yeah, someone's posted the live stream, actually. This is the picture of Susie. And as you can see right now, the GoFundMe's gone from 1,500 earlier today to 27,000, which is great. But let's see it at 270,000. So guys, I will post on the top of this stream in the comments as well. I'll post the link to the GoFundMe for that as well, so you can donate to that too. Thanks Australia for joining. We appreciate it. Please share out there. Thanks Seattle. Amazing. There's nearly 2,000 people on here. Right, 1,600 right now.
Can I add something about that night on the bridge?
Yes, please.
The night on the bridge, absolutely horrifying. You can see the the video that John and I worked together on, and I witnessed personally two people in prayer initially being sprayed by mace. They won't get up. When the cops come over, they spray them heavily with pepper spray. Just keep going at them. It's brutal. I tell them to please take a shield to shield themselves. They won't take a shield, and so finally, and you see the cops getting their big shields. There's no reason for them to have shields, clear shields, and their guns. And I got so many close-up shots of them with their rubber bullet guns picking off people in the crowd. But they come to these two praying people. Blam, blam, one to each of them. They fall to their knees. There's another man, I won't say his name, but I know him personally. He was out in the field with his hands up, just walking as a sign of submission, a sign of peace. They take him out. He falls to his knees. I run to them. I beg them to stop. There's another man out there just shouting, please, please stop shooting us. Can't you see, to stand for justice, to stand for peace? They would not stop. They just keep popping off rounds. I heard the concussion grenades go off. They're like half a stick of dynamite, if not a full stick of dynamite. Boom! You feel the ground shake and the air move. And I cannot imagine the horror of what it did to her arm. This was everywhere. There was tear gas canisters. They're flying them through the air. A couple weeks before that, I was up on Turtle Hill, where they've just barbed wired it now, the razor wire. But I'd gone up there. There was just 4 people there. Now, the Geneva Conventions tells us that you can't use tear gas unless you're dispersing a crowd. But there was 4 people there. One woman who, again, was trying to speak peace to the police officers who sometimes call themselves peace officers. What they did instead, they responded by pointing those tear gas canisters. They hit the woman behind me. Her name is Roxanne Thompson. We're choking. We can't see. And this is a 45-degree angle, this slope, going down into the water where there's rocks and sticks everywhere. And the best we could, we ran to her to pick her up and carry her down. If we hadn't been there, or, heaven forbid, I don't even want to suggest what could have happened in a case like that. But, I mean, we're seeing it with, obviously, Woodlansky,
Sophia.
Lansky, and obviously with Susie with the eye. It was a horrifying night. It was a horrifying night. John was there. So many of us were there, and it's not about us. Just another couple of spokes in the wheel. What John came to talk about was the oil. I'm sorry I hijacked it.
No, not at all. Because
this is your passion. I love it.
It's
perfect.
I don't want to give 5. Hold my hand. How about that?
But this is about everybody's future. This is something that was on earlier today. One of the sheriffs has been suspended. Unfortunately, it's not the main sheriff. It is one of the other sheriffs, but it is a start. But yeah, we'd seen that earlier. John, there's a few more people that have joined that didn't come in at the start. Just very briefly sum up what you did and what you're still doing, just as a repeat for the people that have joined partway through.
I'm a whistleblower, and I've actually cost the company $1 billion, but I didn't stop there. I went to the Yellowstone, Mayflower, Arkansas spill. I went to the Gulf spill. I went to Chicago spill, and it's the same thing in every spill. They cover it up. They plant grass over it. They leave it in the water, stuck in the mud. And my videos, I call it exposing the truth with video proof. You can't deny it. I mean, just watch the videos.
Perfect. And just one more time, can you ask them what's the website they need to go to? DappleLies.com. DappleLies.com. And on that website, is there any way that they can help support you with your continued battle?
Yeah, they can just push the donate button. It would help a lot.
Awesome. Well, John, thanks so much for joining. Thank you very much as another water protector. And all you guys out there, 1,700 of you at past midnight.
And to all the other water protectors.
And this is for all the water protectors. So thank you for sharing this, because the more you share this, the more people see. The more people that see this, the more protected everyone here is. So guys, have a wonderful evening. I'll be back with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.